Hello everyone, this is Amit Mishra. I am your English teacher. In this first class of Arts, we are going to study a little bit about Merchant of Venice. That is one of the prescribed book by ICSE for English literature. Except Merchant of Venice, you are having poetry and stories also. 10 poetries and 10 stories you have to study. So, if we talk about Merchant of Venice, that is a drama composed by William Shakespeare, the most renowned author, poet of European countries. Originally, he belongs to England, and he has written many plays. He has written many sonnets also, sonnets like 14 lines poems having octave and sextet. If we talk about Merchant of Venice, this is a drama having happy ending. The dramas which have happy ending are known as comedy. William Shakespeare have written 3 types of dramas actually: comedy, tragedy, and historical plays. Comedy, as I told you, comedy is the plays which are having happy ending, like you are having Merchant of Venice, like As You Like It, Twelfth Night, etc. If we talk about tragedy, the literal meaning of tragedy is death. So you can guess, if I am talking about death, then certainly in those type of dramas, something must be related to death. Something must be related to the unwanted things. Tragedy dramas are mostly like they are having sad ending. In beginning, we are considering a person as a hero, but later on, we find out that the person is not actually a hero. He was a villain, like in Macbeth, like in Hamlet. Historical plays. These plays were mostly like having some historical characters. There is one drama, Julius Caesar. That drama is historical also, as well as that drama is tragedy also, because Julius Caesar and some Roman characters are being mentioned which existed in the Roman Empire. Why tragedy? Because the conspirators, Brutus, there is a main character, Brutus, who is the main character, Cassius, who provoked Brutus. In beginning, we consider them like they are acting like heroes, they are trying to save Rome. But later on, we found that no, actually, they were having their personal views, they were having some personal enmity with Julius Caesar. That's why they killed him. So I told you there are 3 types of dramas composed by William Shakespeare, that is comedy, tragedy, and historical plays. As we are having Merchant of Venice in our syllabus, we should know about this drama. We should know about the main characters which we are going to study. So from the title of the book, you can find out that this drama belongs to Venice. So where Venice is situated? It is in Italy. It is Venice's most beautiful city. The city is situated in water. In Venice, the people used to travel in gondolas, that are small boats. As we travel here through bike or car, they travel by gondolas. but it is one of the most beautiful cities. If you'll open it in Google and all, you will find out that this was the hub of business in olden time. All its economy was dependent on business only, on businessmen only. The importance of business was so much that whole of its GDP, if we call in modern days, GDP was dependent on it, as Earth dependent on agriculture. The Merchant of Venice, the main character, if we say that is Antonio, but actually this is my personal view, this is my view that this drama is feminist, because Portia, the princess of Belmont, plays a very important role. She is the lady who is going to save Merchant of Venice, means that is Antonio. Before proceeding further, we must know that how many characters are there. In Act 1, we will see, before that, I should tell you that there are 5 acts, and in these 5 acts, different scenes are there, many scenes are there, and in most of the William Shakespeare, or I should say that in all of the William Shakespeare's dramas, in plays, 5 acts are there. There is a reason behind that. In European countries, the week is of 5 days and 2 days are for rest, and they used to utilize these 2 days for their rehearsal and all. In the various scenes and acts of Merchant of Venice, we'll find out that there is a character Antonio, and in beginning we will see that Antonio is very sad. He is having a melancholious character. Melancholious means sad. He is looking sad. You must see in your society also that there are various types of characters. There are some persons who always used to be sad. There is no reason, still they are very sad. You can't find happiness there, you can't find a smile on their face. But later on, when we will study Merchant of Venice, we will find out the reason of Antonio's sadness. It may be possible that he is having some pre-thought. He is having some pre-thought that his ships are going to be wrecked. May be possible. Some historian says that. Antonio and one of his friend is Bassanio. Bassanio, if we describe Bassanio, we will find him that he is an extravagant person. Extravagant means the person who spends a lot. He is an extravagant person. He spends a lot. He earns little but spends a lot. So, what can happen? If a person is earning little and spending a lot, then maybe he must have to take some loan and all. And this is happening with him. Bassanio is taking loan. Bassanio has already taken loan from Antonio. He mentions in Act 1, Scene 1 only that I owe you. To Antonio he says, I owe you. Not only in money, but in love also. But Bassanio is so generous, Bassanio is so kind that he says that you can spend all the money what I am having. You can spend all the money what I am having. Still, if you will come to me and ask for more, I will arrange that also. And thus this thing literally happened. In Act 1, Scene 1 only, we will see that Bassanio asked for money. Why? Because of his marriage. He loves Portia, the princess of Belmont. She is very intellectual lady. Listen, I am telling you one more character, Portia, most important character of Merchant of Venice. She is very intelligent. Bassanio describes her like the daughter of Cato, a renowned philosopher, a very witty person of Roman Empire at the time of Rome, or before that. He was a great philosopher. His daughter was also the same. He describes her as the wife of Brutus, the same Brutus which I discussed that he was one of the conspirator in Julius Caesar. His wife was also very witty. She was also very intelligent. Portia is also. I think this is the effect of name, that Portia is also very intelligent, and she proves in end till Act 4. By Act 4, we will find out that she proves herself that she is very witty. One more character. I have told you about Antonio, Bassanio, Portia. These are in positive side of the drama. Then there must be a villain also. So who is going to be villain? Shylock, a Jew. The Jews, from where the Christianity started. He was a Jew. Shylock was a Jew. And Christians have enmity with Jews. At that time it was on its top, because Christianity was spreading and they were converting Jews in Christians and all. Shylock, who is Shylock? He is also a businessman. He is a money lender actually. He gives money on interest. He took interest while he is giving money. So why Shylock is involved here? You must remember I told you that Bassanio was asking some money from Antonio. Antonio is not having money. Then Antonio says that, Bassanio, you can go and either on my name or on my business check, you can go and take money from anyone in Venice. And Bassanio needs 3,000 ducats. Ducats is currency. Bassanio needs 3,000 ducats, which was a very huge sum, and except Antonio and Shylock, there is no one in Venice who can fulfill his demand. So Bassanio goes to Shylock. This is ironical. Shylock and Antonio are enemies because Antonio insulted Shylock many times. But still, Bassanio, he went to Shylock for money. This is ironical. Irony is a figure of speech where two contrary things are being said. While we will read that Merchant of Venice, I'll tell you that which figure of speech we are going to do and which figure of speech is there. In detail, I will tell you with keywords and all. Bassanio asked for money to Shylock. Shylock took this as his chance to take revenge from Antonio. Shylock took it as a chance to revenge from Antonio, and he is ready to give money to Bassanio on the condition that Antonio will have to sign a bond. The conditions of the bond are very harsh. I will discuss that thing also. Bassanio says, no, these conditions are very harsh. How can you sign? But Antonio, because in love of Bassanio, he signed that. And because of that bond, the drama proceeds further. So, in the next class, I will tell you further. I'll proceed further, and I will try to start from the very first scene, that is Act 1, Scene 1. In the next class, I'll start with the first poem of your treasure trove. that is something related to trees. For now, that is enough. Thank you very much, and listen it very carefully. Tomorrow I'll upload one more video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.